Hello Chocks and Chockets, now in between, Chocolo Roberto here for another video review, this time of the McVitie's Hobnobs chocolate brownie flavour. Wow, so yeah, I wasn't particularly excited about these ones. Thanks so much to Scotty, by the way, for pointing these out to me. Yeah, and in the Discord chat, so thanks so much for that. And I wasn't particularly excited at first because there have been lots of McVitie's digestive limited editions lately, and they've all been a bit underwhelming really. And I thought this was another digestive one. It was only actually after buying it as I realised it was Hobnobs, and that's really perked my interest by about 1000%, I think, because Hobnobs are clearly the best biscuit under the sun, particularly chocolate Hobnobs. So I'm very excited about this one. I mean, basically because I just don't think it can particularly go wrong, really, because Hobnobs are just so nice. I do really like them. I realise some people might like custard creams and bourbons and stuff like this, maybe even Oreos, but for me, the chocolate Hobnob is the biscuit, you know. So yes, I'm very yeah, very excited about this one. I mean, but having said that, though, I mean, looking at it, it doesn't look to be anything too crazy, does it? I mean, there's not, you know, is it just brownie flavoured chocolate? I don't really know. So, I mean, what does it say? That's a good idea, isn't it? Let's find out. Chocolate brownie flavour OT biscuits covered in milk chocolate. So, it doesn't really tell you anything, that does it really? Is it the biscuits flavoured like brownie? I assume it's the chocolate. Okay, so not too much, yeah, not too much to say other than that, really. Does have palm fat in it. Yeah, alright, well, yeah, we'll see. So, but anyway, I'm still excited about it because I just think the Hobnob itself is such a nice biscuit. I think it'll be nice either way. I don't think it can go wrong. Now, strangely enough, it's got the Team GB Olympic team, or whatever, just general athletics teams, whatever symbolised there. Was it something partner, does it say? What does it say? Proud partner, there we go. I mean, it's weird how these sort of sweets and things try to justify themselves by sponsoring, you know, sporty, healthy, you know, things like the Olympics team and stuff like that. I mean, you know, do all the time, don't you? You see McDonald's do it and chocolate companies, Coke does it, you know. So there you go, a bit dodgy really. And it's super vegetarian as well, you can see the vegetarian symbol there. There you go, something about recycling there, can't quite see what it says. It's recycled in UK and Ireland, that's good. Yes, there we are, not too bad. So what about calorie wise? We've got per biscuit, that's 18.8 grams, 92 calories, 4.3 grams of fat, 2.1 of which are saturates. And per 100 grams, it's 492 calories, 23 grams of fat, 11.2 of which are saturates. So yeah, not too bad there. But per biscuit, 92 calories, not too bad. Yeah, so quite interested about this one. I think it's got these. It's one of these typical, not quite tight packs. So there is a bit of flourishes going on there, but I think it's relatively acceptable for you know, a biscuit one. It's got, you know, so it's probably about 20 biscuits or something in here, but looks okay. I think it's still got this sort of British flavour thing going on in the background that they had on the digestives that they did, and in this case, they justified it a bit by having the Team GB thing. So you could kind of say it's, you know, obviously something in line with them, but yeah, I don't know. Didn't have that, I don't think, anywhere on the digestive ones they've done. Seem to be sort of great British flavours, it seemed, but didn't even say that, so yeah. Alright, well, we should give it an open and have a look at these. Yep, let's do it. Let's give it an open. Okay, so this McVitie's Hobnobs chocolate brownie flavour biscuits and open. Yeah, so yeah, I've done lots of reviews. One of my earliest reviews actually was chocolate Hobnobs, I think, or just Hobnobs generally. I did about 4 in 1, I think, or 5 in 1. It was a crazy review, really. Too much going on at once, but it's one of my earliest ones and a popular one. But terrible quality, I think, by now. But I'll do a link to all my biscuit reviews and things. In one of the corners there'll be a link to a playlist there. And probably appearing now will be a link to all my reviews. So after you've liked this video and subscribed to the channel, please check that out. It'd be hugely appreciated if you could. Yeah, essentially, yeah, 700 reviews now. Crikey. Can't believe it, really. 700 videos, anyway, most of them reviews. Probably about 700 reviews, really. Okay, so here we go. This is what we're up against. So how many have we got here? Give them a count first. So, let me take them all out so we get messy. 5, 10, got 13 biscuits in here, it's not bad. Let's take one out. Very nice oaty smell, bit of a brownish smell coming as well. Could do my rum rollers there, slightly over there. Okay. Yes, let's give this a bit of a measure. So on the top, the diameter is 6.5 centimeters. On the bottom, 6.5 as well. Yes, I thought it'd be a bit of a chocolate lip, which there is, but it didn't make any difference. It's about 0.7 centimeters tall. You can see here that's the Magic Hobnob. That's a bit of an OT look to it. You can see it's OTness on the fingers there. So yeah, there we go. So there's a bit of a darker look to it at the bottom, I remember. So I don't know if that's anything to do, just me misremembering what it looked like, or where it's got some kind of brownie taste in the biscuit itself, but it looks quite jam-packed there. With a snap. Oh yes. Yeah. There we go. Lovely OT biscuit. What difference is between, I think wheat is digestive, like I think a wheat biscuit. I think this is OT. An OT biscuit. Yeah. OT biscuits. Oh yes. Yeah, it looks very nice. I really, yeah. It's a nice, there's a bit of a smell to it. It's sort of brownie like. Clearly different than a regular hobnob, that's for sure. But yeah, I don't know if there's much more to say, but we need to give it a taste. Very excited. Let's do it. Let's give it a taste. Let's get into it. Okay, once I give these, yeah, look, let's see if I can hold them up. Chocolate brownie flavour hobnobs. A taste. Very excited for these. I have to say, really, I'm excited for these. I wasn't particularly bothered. I think I mentioned earlier, I wasn't particularly bothered at first because I thought it was a McVitie's digestive, but it's hobnob, which is, I think, the best biscuit there is. So, especially the chocolate kind. So let's give it a taste. Let's do it. Definitely the chocolate that's flavoured. I do like chocolate brownie. It's basically sort of like a sort of soft, gooey centre with a sort of crispy outside. It's basically chocolate sort of cake essentially. It's baked. Great with ice creams and things like this. And I'd say sort of very soft, gooey centre, but like a sort of, I wouldn't say crispy, but a sort of like, what do you say, crackly layer of on the outside. So so this obviously just is just chocolate flavoured of this. So it's a bit of an odd one. So it does taste a bit different than regular McVitie's hobnobs. Yeah. I guess it's sort of brownish. It's just a bit sweet, I guess. I think it's the gist of it. I think could take or leave it really as far as the flavour is concerned. I think it's still really nice because the OT is lovely. Sort of OT biscuit, it's really nice. It's just really, really good biscuit, the hobnob. You know, it really is. As I say, I think could take or leave it. It's not any better or worse really than the regular ones and the dark chocolate ones they do as well. You know, yeah. Yeah. Just a bit sweeter, I think. I don't think it's massively brownie-like. Because it's maybe slightly is reminiscent of it, but I don't think I could particularly guess if no one told me. I know there's something a bit different about it in the regular hobnob, but I might just think, oh, they changed the recipe rather than it being like a specific flavour. But you know, it's not too bad though. It just, yeah, still nice. Let's give it a bit of a dunk in this strategically placed cup of coffee. Let's see, very warm still. So yeah. They're amazing when dunked. Hobnobs as well. I think just the OT biscuit just really absorbs a hot drink really well, and you know, it sort of doesn't go soggy, if you know what I mean. You know, it sort of is at that point where it's oversaturated. It just really melts in the mouth beautifully, and of course the chocolate melts really nicely as well. Yeah, I think again as a flavour, McVitie's you know, these biscuit flavours they've done mostly for digestives, but obviously this one is a hobnob flavour. Could be on the digestive, of course. It's just a topper. I don't know why they picked hobnobs specifically over the digestives when they've been doing them all for digestives, but the flavours have just been very underwhelming with, and this is another one, and I think it's probably a poor choice because I think for something to be a brownie flavour or to be associated with brownie, has to kind of have brownie pieces in it or something, some soft, chewy, gooey, chocolatey stuff, you know, and you could have done that inside the biscuit. Instead of just kind of added flavouring, and I think that's the problem with this one really. It's just, I think brownie is more than a flavour, it's the textures, you know what I mean? I don't think you can flavour something as brownie really. I think I'd say it's more the texture, the gooiness, and the sort of hard exterior and the soft gooey interior, you know. So really, this because it's a biscuit, you've got the hard interior, exterior or hardness or whatever by default. So you just want in it soft, chewy, gooey, chocolatey pieces or chewy pieces or something. Chocolatey ones. And for some reason I haven't done it. It's just I know they can do it because they've done those so-called what's it called, McVitie's twists or whatever they are, which don't really have any twist at all. But they could have, they could have done it like they did doing those and have sort of chocolate pieces in there. Of course, they're more digestive, but even so, in the actual biscuit themselves. Well, this is really nice though, because it can't go wrong really, because it's a lovely biscuit. Yeah, covered in chocolate. As I say, I think it's disappointing the fact that the brownie flavour just is, because it has a vague taste of brownie, but I think you wouldn't really know what it was unless you were told. And so I think brownie by nature needs to have more to it than this. I mean, it really does say flavour on the front, but even so, I think you'd be expecting something a bit more reminiscent of a brownie, such as with some kind of chewiness to it somewhere, like a chewy brownie piece inside it or something. If you see brownie ice cream like Ben and Jerry's chocolate fudge brownie or whatever, you do get those kind of brownie pieces in there, and if you didn't have that, I think it'd be not nowhere near what it the product that it is. So but the same, I think it's really nice. So I think I think if it wasn't, I think normally Hobnobs are probably a 4.5, 5 out of 5 for sure, but I think this one's probably a 4 out of 5 because I think the brownie flavour is just not really. I mean, it's not. I don't say non-existent. It is existent, but it's just not really reminiscent of a brownie enough. Really, it could really be anything. Just a sweet chocolate, to be honest with you. So it's a bit disappointing from that point of view. But from a biscuit point of view, generally, it's gorgeous. But I think it's probably not really any better than the regular Hobnob, chocolate covered Hobnob. You could even say it's probably slightly worse, just because the regular chocolate is perfectly fine, and this is like a bit sweeter, maybe a bit too, not quite as just straightforward as the other one, in a bad way. But still, 4 out of 5. Lovely biscuit, definitely. Yeah, really is. But just not quite what you'd expect, I think, from a chocolate brownie flavoured biscuit. I know, as I say, I know it is flavoured, and that means it's just the flavouring. But even so, I think you'd still be expecting something a bit more from it. So there we go, 4 out of 5. Okay, so if you enjoyed that review, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and check out the YouTube member program as well. It's on the sort of YouTube homepage for me. See a join button. Basically gives you access to exclusive videos and other things, other perks of the channel. It'd be great if you could support me in that way, really would. But either way, leave a comment or free, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye for now. See ya.